we're finally here!
See? What did I tell you?
Fetch me a bottle of wine, would you, dear?
Just one? Let's get another.
Want to go to Golden Dusk later?
Now this is a vacation.
Wow, it's so lively around here!
We try to treat every day like a holiday around here. We believe... Now, let me show you around. Where to start? Shochiqui Cattle Records... The hot springs, of course. Natural hot springs have...
Wait, you wanna...
Oh, don't be shy. Come on, I'll take you to get changed.
Mualani!
Huh? Oh, Auntie Atea!
Please, I've told you that just... Were you taking these two to the...
That's right. Oh, let me introduce you. They only just arrived in Natlan, so I'm taking...
Hi there!
I'm Mualani's neighbor, Atea. By the way, Mualani...
Yeah, I was this close to winning. Oh. Anyway, it's all in the past. I'm gonna take... Oh, wait. You'll need swimsuits first.
Hold it right there, young lady. Have you forgotten the rule?
There's a rule about bathing in the hot springs?
That's right. Outlanders have to complete a trial at an artificial hot spring before they're allowed access to the natural ones.
It's not nearly as scary as it sounds. Basically, natural hot springs have higher temperatures that a few travelers have gotten scalded by the water in the past. So now we have an unwritten rule. All Outlanders need to adapt. But seriously, Auntie Atea, do we have to be so strict? These two...
Famous last words. The hot springs are not to be underestimated. You can never be too careful.
Oh, that sounds dangerous. You know, Paimon's really not all that...
Exactly. There will be no excessive risk-taking on my watch. Mualani?
Okay.
That's more like it. And don't try anything funny. I'm heading to the artificial spring in a bit, and if I don't see you there, your days of copping free meals at my place are
Relax.
much better. How else? Hey! You over there! How many times have I told you no roughhousing near the hot...
Oh, shoot! That weird lady's back
Run! Stop right there! You need a stern...
She sure has a lot of energy.
She's a legend in our tribe. Everyone knows. Back before I inherited my ancient name, she was one of Natlan's most renowned warriors, famous for her love of hot springs. In fact, she referred to anyone who came to these parties.
If Paimon lived here, she would take advantage of the hot springs too.
It's just... The doctors managed to... Abyssal power still exists within her body.
Oh, no wonder.
That's normal. She never talks about it. She's worked tired. Anyway, let's head...
Oh, I see.
See, I told you the chief would agree. Well, let's get moving then. We can't let a word of this slip.
Hey, Amina, Hikaru, Marukau. You three...
Oh, Mualani!
This is the Traveler and Paimon, two very important guests. I wanted to take them to the...
Oh, what a coincidence. We were just talking.
We think Auntie Atea's illness has taken a turn for the better.
Really? How...
Okay, so while you've been busy with the pilgrimage, we noticed that she's been visiting the hot springs alone. Specifically, the hot springs in the cave to the north of our settlement. I'm sure you know the one. She could never come into contact with hot water before, and now she's...
Yeah, so we got to thinking, what if Chief Amina thinks it's a great idea too?
Of course! How could you even think of pulling... I'm a little busy right now, though. I'll come find you once we're done at the hot springs.
Of course. Take your time. You should focus on our guests for now. These artificial springs are pretty new, but the experience is just as good as the natural ones. And you two, I know you want to focus on Atea's surprise.
You got it, Chief. We'll keep an eye out.
All right, we're off.
I'm also gonna head out. Have fun.
Finally, it's hot spring time! Oh, I already arranged swimwear for you.
so.
Yeah, it's so nice. The steam is warm too.
The first time I came to the hot springs, there was no calming effect whatsoever. I was such a little ball of energy. It was actually pretty funny looking back on it. They were absolutely frantic, looking for me all over, until finally they saw my head slowly poke out from under the water. I was too young to remember the whole ordeal, but my parents told me all about it. A natural-born swimmer, my mother called me. Just like her, I taught myself how to dive underwater the first time I ever went swimming. So feel free to go for a swim. I'll be right here if you need rescuing.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Auntie Atea, you really came to check on us?
Of course. And I'm glad you listened. The temperature in the artificial springs isn't too high, so I went with Saurus crackers and grain fruit chips. See how you like them.
Oh, thank you. These are good.
Well, I did make them myself. Very few young people know how to bathe in a hot spring is to completely empty your mind.
Hey!
All right, looks like you were able to adapt to the temperature, Well, I've got to get... That better not happen again, whether I'm here to...
Okay.
Paimon didn't think you were the type to do something like that.
I remember thinking I'd totally get away with it too. But turns out... Some people get dizzy if they stay in here too long.
Paimon's fine, just a bit stuck.
Looks like you two are naturals. Oh, by the way, I have to leave. I certainly don't trust their aesthetic tastes. In exchange, though, I can recommend a couple of shops that are worth a visit. Huh?
Yeah, she brought us snacks and taught us about the hot springs. We want to do our part too. Friends are supposed to help each other out.
Well then, the more the merrier. All right, we should get going. Let's organize the best hot spring gathering. Hey there, Yellowfast. Hope business has been going.
Well, if it isn't Mualani, back from the pilgrimage?
That's right. Didn't make the
Well, it wouldn't be a competition if everyone got to win. So, what'll...
Here, it's all on the list. Quite a...
Wow, that is a large order.
That's right. Keep this between us for now, but...
Wait, you're saying she can go in the hot springs again? That's great news! How about...
Come on, I know...
All right. Such a handful. Just give me a moment.
Wow, that was amazing.
All in a day's work. By the way, Yellowfast,
Interested?
I'm not planning to haggle this time, I promise. Nope. Kachina likes shiny little trinkets, so I'll hold on to them for now. It'll be a nice little surprise for her when...
All right, that should be everything.
Let me see...
That's on the house. 7 years ago, so...
Oh, we will. Well, that's our shopping day. We're back. How's everything going? Wow, this place cleaned up nice.
I would hope so. Did you guys get everything?
Oh, we brought back...
All right then, roll up.
Actually, why don't you two take a break? I'll handle. So, I was brainstorming on the way over, and I'm thinking we could draw something on the wall over here, and the snacks and drinks can go... So, what do you think?
It looks amazing.
Well, I'm usually the one in charge of the family. Not to mention, this was total...
Yeah,
I see. Well, let's call it a day then. Traveler, Paimon, you must be tired too.
what?
Traveler, Paimon, wake up!
Mualani? What's going on?
It's the Abyss. Our patrols are trying to drive them back as we speak. Come with me. I'll take you...
Mualani, a little help over here. We can't...
One moment. I'll be right there. Couldn't have said it. Hang in there. We're here to help. Off we go. Let's ride. Surf's up. cleared out most of the monsters over here. Looks like we're still in for a long night, though. Let's go ask Amina. She'll have a better hand. Amina!
Oh, it's you three. Thank you for helping clear out those. We were prepared for
Where'd they come from this time?
the east side. We've pinpointed the position of an abyssal pylon, but we don't have enough manpower to take it down.
An abyssal pylon? What's that?
A kind of gate created by the Abyss. One that allows monsters from the Night Kingdom to enter the physical world. The only way to end the attack is to destroy the pylon as soon as possible. Otherwise, the endless hordes of monsters will exhaust our defenses.
Exactly. That's what I'm most concerned about. Their numbers suggest there might even be multiple pylons in the area.
All right, we'll go seal off the one to the east. Traveler, Paimon, can I count on your help again?
Of course! We can't just sit back and do nothing!
On behalf of the people of the Springs, you have my thanks. We're counting on you.
Let's go. There's no time to lose. Take care, Amina.
Mualani, is that the pylon?
That's it, all right. Come on. Let's get rid of this thing. Shall perish! I don't see any more monsters, so...
Do these attacks happen a lot? Must be hard on your tribe.
Yeah, it makes things hard sometimes. Besides, the Abyss doesn't care how difficult our lives are. Come on, we should head back. Huh? What are you looking at? Is there something over there?
You're right. Mualani, look! Wait, that area looks kind of familiar.
What? We probably don't have any reinforcements over there.
Huh? Seems like the monsters are decreasing in number.
Come on, everyone, keep it up!
Ateya, what are you doing here?
Where do you think? I was in a hurry, so it's not my best work.
Stop talking for now. That wound looks bad. The abyssal...
Is this the right area? Hello? Anyone there? Mulani.
Ateya took care of it, but she's injured. Quick, someone...
All right, stop fussing. Don't you think I know my own limits?
Wait, no.
For me, right? I know.
Ateya!
You think I couldn't tell you were avoiding me on purpose? Not one of you. And you, Mualani. Were you the one that brought the snacks? How many...
Oh, forget about that. The doctor's almost...
The impurities and the elemental energy we embody repel each other.
What? The crystal has been purified? When?
The anguish he feels has brought him to tears. I also came across a teardrop crystal.
Can you purify it?
Atea! Atea! Wait, what do you mean? What is this? Some sort of purification? The abyssal power, it's...
How can that be?
I never knew that was even possible.
Atea!
The mark of...
Yes, thanks to the Traveler. By the way, Traveler, are you alright? I just saw you purify abyssal power from Atea's body. You're sure? Good.
Thank goodness.
You scared us all half to death just now.
Alright, everyone, head back and get some rest. We'll meet here tomorrow. We'll celebrate Atea's recovery and our triumph over the Abyss. And most importantly, we'll show the Traveler and Paimon how grateful we are for their aid. Let's make it an occasion to remember. Dismissed!
Got it!
Got any other secret powers I should know about? But seriously, you really came through for us tonight, so thank you.
Paimon almost forgot you had that ability. You used it back in Mondstadt to cleanse Dvalin's tears, didn't you? That was some quick thinking, Traveler. Huh? You look like something's
Abyssal power still exists within her body. Immersing herself in hot water would accelerate the corrosion of her...
We think Auntie Atea's illness has taken a turn.
She could never come into contact with hot water before, and now she's visiting the hot springs every night.
Hello? Traveler? Maybe you can zone out some other time because Paimon can barely keep her eyes open.
Not interested in hanging out with the other kids? Snacks not to your taste? Hot spring temperature too? None of the above, huh? I heard you were the one who cleansed the abyssal power yesterday. I was hoping to keep it a secret for a few more days. Didn't want to ruin the celebrations and all.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Come on.
Hey,
Just going to get some air. It's too noisy in here. You have fun. We'll be right back. Oh, and there are extra snacks in that box over there. Then
All right, sounds great.
Mualani,
Yeah?
you've gotten so tall. You know, tell me, how are your parents?
They're away on business. Seriously, Atea, what's going on? Traveler, did something happen?
I guess I should explain. I wasn't visiting the hot springs because I was getting better. And that pylon yesterday, I didn't go face it by myself because I was reckless or too anxious. It's because your friend saved my life in that cave. And because of that, I got the hot springs. I'm just trying to enjoy them for as long as I have left.
Oh.
Mualani?
That better not happen again, whether I'm here to catch you or not. That's what you said back at the artificial I wanted to believe you were actually recovering.
You want to know something? Recover. You've never been resurrected, so you might not understand. But death and... I lived with regret for a long time. But yesterday, I was finally able to let go of that regret. Not only because I found the strength to fight the abyss, seeing you out there, it made me realize, even if I was never injured, old age would still take me one day. But I've done what I needed to do. Just remember, whether in life or death, I am always with you.
I understand. Seems like you've given this a lot of thought, Atea. Thank you for... I'll do everything in my power to protect our tribe, our nation, and live up to the example you set for me.
Good. Oh, and if any of you have the chance to meet with the Archon, could you give this to her for me? A talisman I've carried with me my whole life. It may seem strange to say while I'm still alive, it's brought me good fortune in battle. Even after I became too sick to fight. Just tell her it embodies fond memories and my strength of will.
Don't worry. We'll make sure she...
All right. That's all I wanted to say. Let's head back to the party. No use spending what little time I have left being sad.
Traveler, Atea, Mualani!
Excuse me, what did I say about... Life is a journey in which there's no turning back. So forge it.
Whoa, this place is packed already!
Of course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our... Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being the center of attention.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kanich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mualani.
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up his sleeve.
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy. And come on, let's find a spot with a good view. Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot...
Warriors of Natlan, heed the call of life. We are the inheritors of memory and those who grew alongside sun and wind, those who forged our own destiny. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
Heshima
could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
What?
What does that even mean?
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flames. But
What's going on? This has never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't win. Think about it. The Ode rekindles all victors. Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory than—
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the—
pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Maybe she got scared and ran off. Why would the YUB recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero of Natlan like Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss? She doesn't deserve to be
Calm down, Mualani. There's no point arguing with—
I can't just sit here and let them slander her.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault? Or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly—
That's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to achieve— Maybe the YUB interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look all that strong to me.
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like her at all!
No, she's been waiting for this moment for too long. No matter how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might feel, she's always the first. We don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger or slander her
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough. Then, we'll see who truly deserves glory.
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is, however, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina, to prevent further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage and—
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible. But doubt is a means by which we seek the truth, not a weapon we wield against others.
I didn't—
If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish. But now's your chance. You have concerns? State them.
No, of course not.
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question!
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any— I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm sorry, that's not—
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friends sooner, you should— So,
Of course I'll join.
in that case, come see me—
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? I'd like to have a chat. Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed on the progress of the investigation. Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony. If there are no—
Did she just ask us to come along?
I believe she did. Let's go. I'd like to know what's going on myself.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of Natlan, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. As a result, I've been unable to track down her location. Until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will continue to be ineffective.
And that means Kachina won't be able to come back?
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom is resolved.
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss. She wasn't afraid of death because she knew Whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the ode of... She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her... We supported her every step of the way, but what are we sit peacefully and wait for her return? Lose ourselves?
That's not fair, Mualani.
It's all right. I understand your Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. But please, hear what I have to say so I can at least... Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new
You mean...
The sacred flame. The foundation of our If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, but if we stop altogether, the sacred flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy we saw with the people of the Springs will only be the first of many.
If we compare the two choices... Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. Weighing the raw truth can be cruel.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you. And unlike Kanich, I dare say it's not a simple case of weighing up which course of action is less painful, is it?
No. I can't choose between them, and I don't want to.
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I suspend the...
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my heart.
And that is the crux of the problem. It's not simple. Either way, there will be people who suffer. And the end result will be the same. Believe, once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle against the Abyss. And that is exactly what the Abyss wants. Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy the people's faith in them. To prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else, we need to suspend. Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the sacred flame to keep the Abyss at bay. This won't be easy. I understand your anger, Mualani.
Wow. Hyman thought things were gonna get heated for a second, but the pyro...
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get...
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden Wars.
I've considered that, but the two events have nearly always been linked. Without the chance to fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease.
So, essentially, the Abyss has taken Kachina hostage.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. Your sense of self will be devoured, until eventually you become one with the sea of souls. Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to scoop up another cup, but there's no chance it will be the same. I won't sugarcoat it. That is the danger.
Just like you said, Archon. Both of these problems need to be addressed. You can focus all your efforts on dealing with the sacred flame.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very...
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her.
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it up to her now.
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support you and... The Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient name from the ley lines. If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between them to pinpoint her position within the Night Kingdom. Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and rescue her.
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land of souls? Can we even go there?
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to go there in person. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss certainly won't leave you be.
That's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
So, Hyman's the only one who's scared? Well, if you're going, Traveler, Hyman's going
going to?
Lolly of the Masters of the Nightwind once created an artifact. It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I... Besides, you're the ones helping me. Traveler, I certainly didn't expect I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you now. Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends perhaps even more than you can imagine. Ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and—
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. It embodies fond memories and my strength.
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flame... If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together. But don't worry. This talisman means a great deal.
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of contending fire. But that's...
You're right. Even now, the production of contending... The gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted in a mass... as things stand. The pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us to save our strength to defend the tribes. The Abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan, and Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom is a direct consequence of that.
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that Natlan's destruction was... But if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity of Natlan's heroes.
Another simple choice. The latter was clearly the better solution.
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the few... Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last.
You mean?
Yes. Come. The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the Abyss, but it's also the pillar of Natlan's stability. So until our heroes are ready, I will sacrifice...
But that can only last so long. I think we should focus on the remaining ancient name-bearers.
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those chosen by the Wayab have already embarked on their destined path. It is all we can do is support them.
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice...
If not me, then who? No other is capable of... I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
The Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking! Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
Are you alright, Archon?
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbor.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat. If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries ago?
Yeah. And how much does he know about Natlan?
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals. The only purpose that unite, but I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for being here as well.
Whatever his motive, we should shift our focus to the Fatui. If they attack again...
No. We're running out of... The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him for the time being. Besides, I'm sure you noticed. The power that came to his rescue just now came from the Masters of...
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Not necessarily. This could prove to be a very valuable... When we exchanged final blows, I sensed an unusual presence within... Kanich, go to the Masters of the Night Wind and look into who could...
Of course. I'll head out right now. Do you still intend to...
Yes. Natlan's strength has never rested solely in its own... Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must...
Is everything okay, Ark?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flame. I just hope the others have a safe journey.
What's happening at the stadium? Did something explode?
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power.
Should we go back and check what's going on?
Have faith in the Archon. She wouldn't lose in a one-on-one comp.
Once we find Kachina's ancient name, we'll head right back.
Okay, let's... Look at that golden thing. It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer. Vichama!
Quick, take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malko. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the...
The Abyss is corroding his body! Vichama, you can...
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there. Thank you.
Whoa, watch out! The power of the Abyss is strong.
This power...
Hanging in there?
Malko. No! Why can't I find him? What?
We can't wait any longer! Pull him away from the stone, Mualani.
I already tried, but the power of the Abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to this...
In that case, we have no choice. I'm sorry, St. Molly. Get back!
Chasko, wait!
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like the spirit speak.
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it was you were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion. You might feel
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has your reflexes, Chaska.
Okay.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Vichama!
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malko's ancient name. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very... And now...
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years.
Huh? What's that in your hand?
Huh? This is...
Hey, Malko. Got any strength left?
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words.
Too bad. I never thought I'd actually die on this mission.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. Pisak! Always had to beat me at everything. Maybe you're right. Vichama, don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Was that a mem?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice again, it makes me unbelievably happy. But it also brings with it an even deeper pain.
A deeper pain.
Malko was always the type to put on a brave. For all these years...
Vichama!
I'm fine. Actually, when you asked for my help, but once allowed to fester, guilt... If I could do it all over again, I would have followed Malko to the front. That way, there are critical junctures in life. That's something...
Thank you, Vichama. I promised I would find her.
That's good to hear.
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though the trap... Thanks to him, though, you were only briefly exposed. Slowing your breathing and controlling your emotions. Just speaking from
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient names. Oh, and apologize for destroying the spirit speaker.
All right, it's just the two of us now.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but...
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back.
Well, technically I am going abroad, right?
Again with the excuses! We agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you could... But a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that...
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in there with...
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised me he...
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was nothing...
Oh, I knew it! So he did try to say...
This is important. If you were in my shoes...
You don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation where...
All right, whatever.
You... What do you mean, anything?
Time out. Is this one of our normal arguments?
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then... You need to know something.
But the person you become when you lose control, that's...
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only...
I've also told you that managing your
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi!
So, you're really going to go...
Then support me.
So, that's it.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood, but you two sure are similar.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted the exact same way. Down to the... It's not my place to get involved.
Thank you.
Anytime. According to Kinich, it's an important...
If only Tone-Gift Bard was here, he could have ripped him.
It might be in a few more pieces than...
Huh?
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name!
Well, it's fairly complicated.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else. Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie. Still, all you need to do is focus.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to...
There's no need to be so modest, Dion-san.
Archon, I'm sorry about before.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get... Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye. This is where...
Whoa. I've never...
It looks like there are items from every tribe.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. And physical items do a far... Now, if you're curious about an item, I'm more than...
All